my name is Si Yulin. Here is my student ID. So today's my topic is straw-heavy window. So firstly, I talk about my theories. So the straw-heavy window model, a simple and useful tool for understanding and training self-awareness, personal development, improving communication, interpersonal relationships, group dynamics, team development, and intergroup relationship, especially relevant due to emphasis on and influence of soft skills, behavior, empathy, cooperation, intergroup development, and interpersonal development, also referring to a disclosed model of self-awareness and an information processes tool. It can represent information like feeling, experience, views, attitudes, skills, intentions, motivation within or about a person in relation to their team. From four perspectives, it can also be used to represent the same information for a team in relation to other teams. The fourth straw-heavy window perspective calls regions or areas. Each contains and represents the information, feelings, motivation in terms of whether the information is known or unknown by the person, and whether the information is not or unknown by others in the team. The four regions areas are as follows. The one, open area, open self, free area, and free self. What is known by the person about him or herself and is also known by others. The second one is blind area, blind self. What is unknown by the person about him or herself but which others know. The third one is hidden area, hidden self. What the person knows about him or herself that others do not know. The fourth one is unknown area or unknown self. What is unknown by the person about him or herself and is also unknown by others. So the second part I will talk about my experience. So the first page in the straw-heavy window is known as the open areas and represents the degrees of self-disclosures in relationships. It contains personal information that is known to others and ourselves. Increasing self-disclosures implies trust in others, self-acceptance, and reduce the need for defensiveness. I did a part-time job in China, and my relationship with my management is very honest and open, and our environment at work is like a second home. There was a time when I need to take a week off to finish my university papers because there was a lot of personal family situation that had come up in our family that kept me from completing my papers. I had planned to finish my papers in July, but my grandfather was in hospital and was very near death at the age of 16. Eventually, he was stabilized enough to go home, but was diagnosed with a fatal disease and only gave half of year to 1 year to live. Although I have only started my job in June, I explained the situation to my managers, and he was very understanding. I was felt that my manager would tell me that I couldn't take the many days off from work, but she let me have a week off to finish my homework and appraise my honesty by sharing my personal experience with my manager. My reasons for taking off was entirely acceptable. It also relieved me from an enormous amount of stress, and I was very thankful my managers was that considerate. So the second page in the heavy window is the bright area that represents those aspects about myself that I am unaware of that may be communicated to others in the form of verbal cues, mannerism, the tone of voice use, of the style of relating to others. Awareness of this behavior is needed to avoid interpersonal conflict. An individual needs to be more sensitive to what is being communicated to others. There was a time when my tone of voice use was mistaken for being unappreciated towards a research associate at work. Unfortunately, I have a headache and wasn't feeling very well, and I was taken by surprise when my co-worker was offended. The situation was embarrassing, and I had to apologize and explain why I sounded so imitated. The third page in the heavy window is hidden areas that represents characteristics know about ourselves but are willing to reveal to others. It may be matter that we have sensitive feelings about. We may fear how others will react, or it may be that we feel like we do not have the necessary support to share the information. So the fourth page in the heavy window is unknown self. It means information, feelings, latent abilities, aptitudes, experience that are unknown to the person himself and unknown to others in the group. In my views, I think consulting can uncover unknown issues, again as with disclosures and soliciting feedback. The process of self-discovery is a sensitive one. So the next part is conclusion and so what. So the first one, I think by using heavy windows can be improved open self areas and get better opportunities. The secondly, by interpersonal behavior can be maintained good relationship and success in life. And the third, managers and leaders can create an environment that encourages self-discovery and to promote the process of self-discovery, constructive observation and feedback among team members. That's my presentation. Thank you very much.